Hey guys, just want to do a little preface to the video here. Unfortunately, I thought that I had the camera going on all kinds of good stuff, and I just didn't have it going on a few of the things, which is going to make for a little bit shorter video than normal. And unfortunately, there was one spot that I really wish I'd had the camera on for, but anyway, it's still got some good content in here. I reveal yet another new project, but it's a trade of a project, one for another, that I think you'll enjoy. I hope that we'll enjoy it. But anyway, so just stick with me. It's a little bit choppy, but it's pretty cool, and I think it's got a lot of potential. All right, enjoy the video. Hey guys, it's Jeff with Area North 40, and today I'm standing in the middle of a big cow pasture. Why am I standing in the middle of a cow pasture? Well, it's not to step and play in that, but it's to show you the new thing that I got. And this should be something that will help me out in future projects and getting things from here to there and whatnot. And best of all, it was my favorite price, free. But first, before I reveal what it is that I got, let me show you something else. All right, look at that big, pretty red barn. Well, it's pretty red, and it's a barn, but it's gonna get a whole lot prettier pretty soon, and all this area around here is gonna get cleaned up. So, why am I showing you this? Why would you care about a barn and a farm with stuff and things? Because this is where Carly and I are going to get married in about a month and 4 or 5 days. So the pressure is on. But without further ado, what is it that I was actually talking about to begin with? Here it is. Oh, look at it, would you? That is a trailer that is about, I think, 20 feet long, probably about 5 feet wide, and it's got some fender issues. It's got some tire issues. The tires are holding air. I pumped them up the last time I was out here, but they're pretty crusty and cracked and rotted. Not anything I would trust to haul a vehicle. But like I said, this was free. My friend John, who owns this farm, his dad has had this thing for a long time, but he doesn't use it anymore, and it was sitting over next to that barn just with a bunch of scrap wood on it, and he wanted the wood for burning, so he said if I would deliver that to his house, he would give me this trailer. So works for me, right? And I just got the tabs for it yesterday and put it in my name yesterday. So what I'm gonna do right now is get the tab on that license plate back there, unfortunately I didn't bring a jack, and this little tongue jack seems to be seized up, but I got to figure out how to get that onto the trailer hitch once I put the trailer hitch on there, because I'm going to tow it out of here and take it over to where the Camaro is. So big plans for the Camaro, but not for me. So other plans. So anyway, I'll get to that in a moment, but first I'm going to go ahead and see if I can figure out how to I'm going to get the thing onto the trailer hitch, and then I'm going to try and figure out a way to get this thing in the air to change these wheels out, because in the back of my truck I have some nice, fairly shiny, new to me trailer tires and wheels. So, well, trailer wheels. The tires I think are just standard car wheels, but they're in a lot better shape than those. I don't know if I would trust those to tow it more than about a mile down the road. So these ones are actually in much better, newer condition. So I'm gonna get that done, and then we'll take it over to where the Camaro is, okay?
The next day.
All right, guys. Well, that was exercise in futility. It's actually the next day. I realized once I started that I had forgotten about 3 important things. One was, so the jack that's on this trailer, it's seized up. I squirted a bunch of PB Blaster down in there, hoping that it might loosen it up, but so far it hasn't. And so I'm probably just gonna have to replace that thing. But I didn't bring my jack. I've got a farm jack that is perfect for jacking things up like that. So but I didn't have it, and I couldn't find any other random jacks out here to get it in the air. And then I don't know, there was two or three other things that I couldn't find to get the job done that I needed to do. Oh, I had forgotten the receiver hitch, which requires that pin. Well, I found this receiver hitch, but there was no pin, and so I was going to be able to move it around a little bit to do what I need to do, but it just ended up not being worth it. I just bagged it, and I actually started another video that you'll see in a future video. But anyway, now I'm here. Now I have it ready, and what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use a jack to jack up to get the tires off. I've got this piece of I don't know, it almost looks like railroad tie, but not quite as big as that. But anyway, I'm gonna drive the front tire on one side up onto that, which should suspend the other tire in the air, making it so I can get that tire off and put one of those other ones on. So I'm gonna do that 4 times in a row and get the tires changed out. All right, here we go. Perfect. Excellent. It was at this point that I realized that the socket on my impact wrench was one size too big. Now, I did find a wrench out in the barn that would fit, but it was not ideal. Okay, new plan. I am just going to change 2 of the tires out. I didn't think of it until I'd actually changed the first one. And don't worry, I will torque that thing down, that wrench. I can't get the proper torque on those things to run it safely for a long period. I mean, it'll be fine to make it a couple miles down the road, which is where Doug is at, which is where the Camaro's at. So this tire here is the only one that actually is leaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish changing that one out in the same way, but it's just taking so long with that wrench. It's just killing me. So anyway, I'm gonna finish changing that one out, and we're gonna yank it over to Doug's house. I'm sure he's got the right size socket that I can borrow for a minute to finish up, but anyway, you get the gist of what I'm doing here. So I'll do that, and then we'll be on the road. Ironically, this tire here is actually in the best shape, and it's not all weather cracked, and the leak is on the valve stem. So this one actually would have been good and would have been the better one to leave on, but like I said, it's leaking. So anyway, off it goes, and on that one goes. And just like that, we're loaded up. Got the new tires on all the way. I torqued them down. Hey, there's Doug.
There goes my yard art.
Yeah, there goes Doug's yard art. So, as I hinted, I have something in store for this, but not exactly what you might think. So this is going to a new home, and something else is going to replace it. So you'll see that here shortly. All right, guys. Well, here we go. We're rolling. Stay back there. All right, the reason I didn't film like getting the thing onto the trailer or finishing up changing those wheels is because who cares? I put the wheels on. I got the right size socket and got it done. And then we just kind of got on a roll. My former father-in-law, Doug, and I guess my brother-in-law, it's actually my ex-wife's husband, Steve. They helped me out greatly to get the thing loaded up. And I'm filming this section right now on my phone, so hopefully you're seeing this, and that means I figured out how to get the video off of my phone because it's a new phone and it's different than the old one. Anyway, so we're rolling. I'm gonna keep this thing, take back roads, keep it under 35, just because it's a maiden voyage for me with this trailer. But here we go. I'm not gonna do a bunch of music and traveling down the road and all that. I'm just gonna get it over to my buddy's house and pick it up there. So, all right. Well, here we go, folks. Got the truck there. We're at my buddy Jamie's house, aka Junior. We all call him Junior because, well, that's how I met him. Anyhow, here we are. We made it. It's about a 40 to 50 mile trip, and of course I took back roads just because this is pretty much the maiden voyage for me taking this trailer with something on it. But everything went well, no problems at all. And now this is going to be Jamie's car, and he and I have traded. What did we trade for? Is it this beautiful El Camino hiding under the... No, unfortunately, he wouldn't trade that. Hey, Jamie, say hi.
Hey, hey.
Let's go see the reveal. What did I trade for? What have I gotten myself into? Oh my God, look at that. It is a 1995 Corvette LT1. It's a little dirty right now. It's been sitting here at his house for a little bit. Looks like it was last licensed in 2019, but... go ahead and fire that thing up. Let's see what it sounds like. Hey, that thing's not a cup holder there, pal. Oh. All right. Now we can't run it for too long because one of the issues that it does have is it needs a new radiator. So I will be sourcing that and getting that changed out. A few other little odds and ends, little things. It does have a little bit of a boo-boo right here that I'm gonna have to see if I got a buddy that knows fiberglass work that can help me with that. And definitely needs a bath. But you know what, I didn't wash the Camaro before I brought it over, so I told Junior he didn't have to wash it before I came to get it. I gotta, this guy right here is kind of sticking out, so I gotta get that pop back in there. But
the battery, and I did get the bottom in all the way.
Yeah, so the battery is actually right there instead of up in the front of the motor like your typical car. So anyhow, here is the interior, all leather. Unfortunately, it's got the girl's transmission instead of the man's mission, but you know what? It's all right. So, no back seat, no kids allowed, no grandkids. Well, maybe I'll lay one down back there. I don't know. We'll see if Addie wants to go for a ride laying back there. Maybe. All right, look at that. Here we go. The notorious, infamous LT1 350. This is basically the hot rod motor that the Corvettes had just before they kind of reinvented the V8 with the LS motors. And so, yeah. They did have one other one that they call the LT4 that I guess had about 40 more horsepower, but they're pretty much the same thing. So I got to get all that stuff undone and replace the radiator, but that's not happening today. Today, we're gonna get the Camaro off the trailer over there and get the Corvette on the trailer and take it on out of here.
Yeah, when it comes to Camaro, I'll make sure that I give you updates.
Yes,
every step
yeah,
of the way
he's doing some crazy stuff. So he and his daughter, they're gonna be, here, let's do this.
Yeah, I'll make sure we give updates on that too.
So he's gonna be doing a father-daughter project on the Camaro, and they're gonna rat rod it and do some Mad Max crazy stuff. family-friendly show here.
Absolutely.
So we're going to be checking in with him often on that, and we'll see how he does, and we'll see how fast I can get this Corvette, maybe in time for Carly and my wedding in a month, so we can actually drive it away from the wedding. So. All right, and there we have it. The Corvette is loaded up. It actually went on smoother than the Camaro did. You would think a Corvette would be lower, but that Camaro is pretty low. But yeah, Junior's loving it. When he got it out, he hit it, and it peeled the tire off pretty good. So sitting all that time, but all right, well, and away we go. Later. All right, real quick. Unfortunately, one of the straps that I was using for the Camaro, it must have snagged on something, and all the jostling around, it basically just about ripped all the way through. So now I'm down to 2 straps. I mean, they're the heavy duty straps, but I'm gonna drive a little ways and check them and make sure that there's no other signs of ripping, and you know, that's why I actually would have preferred to use chains. They don't rip, but I didn't have the right chains for this, and you know, they don't really make cars with spots on them for strapping them down. You just got to kind of figure it out and get the strap up and over something solid on the frame, or you know, something that isn't going to bend from the weight of the car jostling around on the trailer or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to take the same long route back as I went, and then you know, I might go a little bit faster, but not much. Probably keep it to 45. I was trying to stay below 40, but man, it took a long time to get here. So anyway, I am gonna get that done. I think I might even need to stop and get fuel at some point. I'm getting low, and take another look at it once I get it out to Doug's house, because he actually wants me to bring it back there, believe it or not. So here we go. Well, I made it home. Corvette is intact. Trailer did its job exactly as it should, but we may have a problem.
I love it.
What was that?
I love it.
Carly loves it.
I do.
Oh boy. I wasn't actually counting on that, because my intention was to turn this into something else. But you know what? If Carly loves it, this might be a keeper. Here's the funny thing. My mom always told me when I was a kid that guys that get Corvettes just are guys that are having midlife crisis. And so I'm 54, so if I'm having a midlife crisis right now, well, that means I'm going to live to 108. So I'm all right with it. What do you think? It needs a bath.
I saw it out the window and I was like, oh no, I love it. I love it.
Alrighty. So I stopped at home because it's still quite a ways down to Doug's, and he told me he wanted me to bring it there, just because I'm kind of out of room here. But I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Man, it's been a long day already, getting this thing loaded up, getting the Camaro loaded up, unloaded, all the things. But everything worked as it should. So tomorrow is another day. I'll take it out there to Doug's, and maybe I'll even stop by one of those car wash places and wash it up first. And Carly has laid claim to yet another of my vehicles, so we'll see how that goes. All right. Okay, guys. Well, right after that last bit, Carly said, do we really have to take it out to Doug's? Can we just keep it here? So she wanted to keep it close to home so we could actually work on it here and wash it and do all the things that we're going to do. So unfortunately, I didn't have the video camera on unloading it, because there was some really good drama that would have made good content for you. But anyway, so here's where it's going to sit, and that's what we're doing. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the ride. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please hit the like button, and don't worry, there'll be more videos on this. We'll get it cleaned up, we'll get it running and all dialed in, and we'll have some fun with it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button like I said, and stay tuned. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, it's a little shorter than usual, but another thing I wanted to address is I mentioned in the video quite a bit that Carly and I are getting married, and it's now less than a month to go, and man, things are crazy and real busy, and so I apologize for the inconsistency on getting these videos out, but I promise you we got lots more content to come to you, and it's just going to be a little bit choppy as far as when I get the videos out, but please stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Man, a lot of people watched that Portland swap meet video. It's one of my best videos yet, so I'm loving that, and I'm getting real close to 400 subs, so let's keep that going too. Hit that subscribe button and enjoy the videos, and stay tuned. Thanks.